Love languages in relationships. The 5 love languages, the miscommunication. Emily stared at her phone for the 10th time that hour. Still no reply from Daniel. Dinner at 7? I'm making your favorite pasta? Sent 2 hours ago. She slammed her laptop shut, appetite gone. This was the 3rd time this week he'd ignored her messages. When Daniel finally stumbled through the door at 8:30, guitar case in hand, Emily was simmering at the kitchen table. "You're late," she said flatly. Daniel blinked. "Band practice ran over." "Didn't you get my text?" Emily gestured to the cold, congealed carbonara. "No, I didn't." Daniel pulled out his phone, showing a message notification. "Running late, don't wait up." "But I did wait," Emily exploded. "I cooked for you. Doesn't that mean anything?" Daniel looked genuinely confused. "Babe, I'd never expect you to. That's not the point." They went to bed angry, backs turned, both wondering how something so simple had gone so wrong. The love languages quiz. The next morning, Emily's coworker Priya took one look at her puffy eyes and slid a printout across the desk. "Take this," she said. "It'll change your life." Emily squinted at the title. The 5 love languages quiz. "Seriously, just humor me." That night, Emily cornered Daniel with 2 copies. "We're doing this." 20 minutes later, the results were in. Emily 1. Acts of service 2. Quality time. Daniel 1. Physical touch 2. Words of affirmation. Emily frowned. "What does this even mean?" Daniel read aloud. "People express and receive love differently. Conflicts often arise when partners don't speak each other's love languages." Emily thought about the uneaten pasta. Daniel thought about how he'd tried to hug her last night, only to be shrugged off. A light bulb flickered to life. Lost in translation flashback. 6 months earlier. Emily had spent hours deep cleaning the apartment before Daniel's birthday. Scrubbed floors, fresh flowers, his favorite whiskey, the works. Daniel walked in, gave the place a cursory glance, and immediately pulled her onto the couch. "Missed you," he murmured, nuzzling her neck. Emily stiffened. "That's it? No thank you." Later, when Daniel proudly presented her with a handmade song, Emily had forced a smile. "It's nice." Daniel's face fell. Nice. Neither understood why their grand gestures kept falling flat. "The experiment present day, let's try something," Daniel proposed. "For 1 week, we'll focus on each other's top love language." Emily hesitated. What would that even look like? For Daniel, Emily initiated hugs without pulling away, left sticky notes with compliments on his guitar case, said "I love you" out loud instead of just texting it. For Emily, Daniel did the dishes without being asked, scheduled a no-phones dinner date, fixed her laptop charger that had been fraying for weeks. The changes were small, but seismic. The breakthrough, the real test, came when Emily caught the flu. Daniel, who usually expressed concern through physical affection, surprised her by making chicken soup from scratch, organizing her chaotic medicine cabinet, handling her work emails so she could rest Emily, weak but touched, mustered a horse. "You're amazing." Daniel, remembering her love language, simply kissed her forehead and said, "I see how hard you work. Let me take care of you." It was the closest they'd ever felt. The ripple effect as weeks passed, the lessons extended beyond romance. Emily's mom. Instead of arguing about her clutter, Emily brought her a beautiful jewelry organizer. Her mom teared up. Daniel's bandmate. He started arriving early to practice, just to chat. The band's chemistry improved instantly. Even their fights changed. Now, when tensions rose, someone would inevitably ask, "What do you need right now? Words, space, a hug?" It wasn't perfect, but it was progress. The proposal on their anniversary, Daniel led Emily to the park where they'd had their first date. Instead of a ring box, he handed her an envelope. Inside was a deed to the charming fixer-upper they'd admired for months. "You... bought us a house," Emily gasped. Daniel shook his head. "I started the process for us, because I know you need to research every detail." Then he got down on one knee, voice cracking. "Emily Wu, you make every day brighter. Your mind astounds me. Your heart humbles me." As she pulled him up to kiss him, Emily realized love wasn't about grand gestures. It was about learning to speak each other's language and sometimes becoming fluent enough to translate for others. Epilogue. 5 years later. Their daughter's first-grade teacher blinked at the unusual parenting note. Lily responds best to words of affirmation and quality time. Please let us know how we can support your teaching style too. The teacher smiled. Some lessons, it seemed, were meant to be passed on.